I'm Steve Johnson, News Director for theDove TV. Check out our other videos and visit our website at thedove.us. Thanks. Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson with a reminder to get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app. Then you can watch the Dove News on demand on your mobile app and on the Dove Roku channel as well. In the news today, Syrian activists and Kurdish officials say that a group of Syrian rebels has entered the embattled border town of Kobani to help Kurdish fighters battling Islamic State extremists. The group of around 50 armed fighters from the Free Syrian Army, that's an umbrella group of mainstream rebels fighting to topple Syrian President Bashar Assad. Their arrival came several hours after a group of Iraqi Peshmerga troops arrived in Turkey, also on their way to Syria, to help their Syrian Kurdish brothers fight ISIS militants. The Peshmerga fighters from Iraq are expected to cross into Syria. President Obama says the United States can't hermetically seal itself off from the world in the fight against Ebola. The president says doctors and nurses from the United States who volunteered to fight Ebola in West Africa are American heroes who must be treated with dignity and respect. And he cautions against discouraging their work with restrictive measures that confine them upon their return.
If we're discouraging our healthcare workers who are prepared to make these sacrifices from traveling to these places in need, then we're not doing our job in terms of looking after our own public health and safety.
Speaking at the White House, flanked by healthcare workers, the president says the U.S. medical system is better prepared to handle any cases of Ebola in the United States. An Associated Press review of readiness at U.S. hospitals and other medical facilities shows that the nation's healthcare apparatus is so unprepared and short on resources to deal with the deadly Ebola virus that even small clusters of cases could overwhelm parts of the system. It might have been a concern you've had should you go to an emergency room during an illness. But what about urgent care centers? Since they might be on the front line of treating patients for the first time, it's a concern that centers like Valley Immediate Care have considered. CEO Brent Kell says their protocol is to identify any patient who might have Ebola-like symptoms.
Our focus is going to be to not let that patient expose anybody else if they come in the door. So we will isolate them in the room, call the county health department. I understand Providence is ready to actually care and give definitive care for patients. So that's kind of our goal.
Providence Hospital has been designated one of 6 major Ebola centers should an outbreak be seen in Oregon, and it's the only one in southern Oregon. Well, they would not talk to us about their readiness. Instead, they sent a statement stating that all Providence hospitals are prepared to follow the latest federal recommendations. More than 400 hospital workers have been trained on the latest protective equipment. Let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene for Northern California today. Mostly sunny, a slight chance of rain, a high of 71. Rain tomorrow, though, with a high of only 53. As we move into the Klamath Basin, 66 today and mostly sunny. Expect rain tomorrow and a high of only 47. Heading over to the Oregon coast, rain for the next few days. A high today of 64. Could get up to possibly only 59 by Saturday. As we move inland into the Bend area, 69 today, a slight chance of rain, otherwise cloudy skies. A better chance of rain tomorrow, the high of 50. Could get up to only 48 with mostly sunny skies on Saturday. And for southern Oregon and the Medford, Ashland, and Grants Pass area, 71 today, but a chance for rain. Only 57 tomorrow before it clears out on Saturday with a high of 56. That's a look at your news and weather. You're up to date right here on the Dove.